The Barcelona Grand Prix. A grand marketing entrance for Heineken's new sibling, the alcohol-free 0.0%. Now available in 14 countries across Europe, with plans for other territories. But with other 0.0%, as they're known in the broader Heineken family, why launch now?
I think we see an emerging trend around wellness, which obviously is developing right across the world. People want just better choices, and at the same time they don't want to sacrifice things. There are moments when they want a great quality beer, but perhaps they don't want the alcohol. It is true to say that they're improving and better options are available for consumers, and that's driven by technology.
The product was developed out of a competition between 3 breweries in Spain, Austria and the Netherlands, using different techniques and technologies. By the way, Austria won, all to overcome one big challenge.
It's all about taste. There is no marketing technology behind that or marketing tools. The challenges of making an alcohol-free beer is that mostly you get a malty sweet taste, which is very difficult to get rid of. At the same time, you want a beer which is nicely fruity, and you can't brew that in one go. So we do double brewing, we make 2 beers, remove the alcohol of both beers, and then blend to taste. And then we get this fruity taste, which still a little bit a malty body, but also with a finish which is a little bit bitter and sour. But what we really wanted to do is create a beer which fits the Heineken family, and that took us more time than we thought.
As head brewer and product developer, Willem fulfills a key marketing role within the business.
Are we going to be like all the other 0.0s, or are we going to be different? Are we going to be a Heineken 0.0? And that part is marketing. We are a Heineken 0.0 which fits the Heineken taste. So for me that's marketing, and then the product development, the drink development is behind that and saying, okay, well, now we're going to make a beer which is really great. It's a decision, it's a marketing decision and a strategic decision how you fit your tastes in a brand. You can make all tastes of the world fitting a single brand, but then what does the brand stand for?
So when it comes to beer, we know that taste is everything, but will the new 0.0% Heineken go down well with members of the public? There's only one way to find out. Time for a blind taste test. First up, the non-alcoholic version.
It's really nice, really refreshing.
Sweeter than a regular Heineken, I would say.
That's really nice.
It's so light. Aftertaste is really good too.
Yeah, that is nice. Less bitter than a regular Heineken. Oh, I like it.
You liked it?
Yes.
And now the one with alcohol.
Tastes lighter.
No, I didn't agree. I don't think it does, no. That one's more better, I prefer. Yeah.
A little bit note of bitter.
I'd be happier with that.
A little bit more taste.
This one feels, yeah, I guess, fuller.
If I told you that this one was alcohol-free, what would you say?
You're joking. That tasted like the beer that I've been drinking throughout this tour.
That's probably why I don't like it.
I prefer that one.
That was kind of a surprise.
Would you consider buying non-alcoholic beer?
If I was driving and not drinking for the evening, that's very nice.
Yes, for sure.
I still prefer the second one.
If I was driving, for example, of course I would take the 0%.
I would probably take that even if I was driving. I prefer that one.
Getting people to trial a beer when they already enjoy Heineken might not be the most scientific approach, but the proportion of people who actually preferred the non-alcoholic version may well come as a surprise to marketers across the brewing industry.
Why are you launching the 0.0% line now?
Well, I'll give you 2 answers. One, it took us a bit of time to get the beer absolutely right. And there's also a thing around timing. If you look at it, you see a worldwide interest in balanced lifestyles, in which from time to time a 5% alcohol beer is nice, but from time to time you also want something non-alcoholic. Not only that, the nice thing is that Heineken 0.0 is also actually quite low in calories. It's below orange juice, below milk, and it's actually all natural. It's 100% natural ingredients. So from a timing point of view, this is just nice.
But where does it fit in with the other 0% beers in the family of Heineken?
Well, the Heineken brand is what defines us. So this is for us a big play. Going into non-alcoholic with the Heineken brand is a big thing. It's seen as such by our people, and it gives us also the opportunity to go basically all over the world, because Heineken is all over the world.
We do know, though, that Heineken 0.0% does taste a little bit different from your other beers. Isn't that a gamble for your brand?
I think the important thing is that it tastes great. It's never going to be identical in taste. We have very purposefully looked at a profile of beer which fits the Heineken brand, fits the Heineken family. You'll find it fits the family with Heineken Original and Heineken Light. And we have taken our time to get that just right.
But Jan, critics would argue if you want a beer, you're going to go for the real beer. You're not going to go for the non-alcoholic beer.
Well, the nice thing about that is if you look worldwide, we sell now 1.2 billion liters of non-alcoholic beers and malt beverages already. So the truth of it is, people do want good tasting non-alcoholic products. It's a big market, it's a growing market.
Yet, if I'm looking at the most recent stats, the overall share of non-alcoholic beer in the world is still somewhat small. It's 8%. It doesn't seem to be like this is ever going to be the biggest revenue driver for Heineken. So how much importance do you attach to it also coming from the ad budget?
If you look at the spend we put behind it, it is disproportionate. So we spend way ahead of that 8% you just mentioned, because we do believe also with these sorts of things we can play a role in actually shaping what non-alcoholic beer can mean to consumers, so expect us to get behind this in a big way.
What does it mean for you from the marketing perspective? Are you targeting women more so than men because they tend to be more health conscious?
Well, what it means from a marketing perspective, a lot of this is around marketing to the right occasions. You can imagine a 0.0 is just nice at the right moment. So what you will see us doing in our marketing campaigns, especially in digital, you'll see different content appealing to different occasions, but also, to your point, to different consumers. Yes, this will be also interesting to women, who, by the way, increasingly also influence and dictate what happens at the bar.
When it comes to branding too, you've really branded the 0.0% beer very similar to the alcoholic beers. Why did you do that?
Well, that's a nice observation. From an internal company point of view, you can imagine when we put blue onto the Heineken label, from our perspective it wasn't similar at all. This was a revolution, putting a blue label on it. We have chosen to stay close to mother brand Heineken because fundamentally it's part of the same family. So it needs to be close yet distinct, and I think we've achieved that balance.
Still watching? Perfect. Click here to watch another great video from CNBC International. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.